What is up, everybody? This is Chris with Hobby Legends, and we are ripping some more X-Men 97. This is going to be a single case parallel break. So everything is going to go to the parallel, not the particular character. And with that said, let's get to it. And we did just run a character break where we saw a lot of cool hits. So let's see what we got here for our spot break. Alright, we have freed our 8 boxes of fun, and let's get to it. Alright, good luck everybody in our spot break. And we're going to lead off with Exodus. And then Magneto on the rare refractor, followed by Sebastian Shaw. So we saw our double refractor pack right off the bat. There's a Sinister Strike on the greatest hits. Wolverine on the previously on X-Men, followed by Wolverine again on the Uncanny. There's Jubilee on the Remember It. Professor X on the previously on X-Men, followed by Rogue on the Uncanny. Storm on the Remember It. Abiska on the Refractor, followed by Meeting of the Minds on the Greatest Hits, and then Dark Phoenix on the Rare. Cable on the previously on X-Men. Ooh, and there's our first bit of numbered action. It's going to be a Lasers. And I like it. That is so cool. It is Gambit, the rare Gambit on the Lasers. So Lasers is our first spot to strike. And for Gambit, he is 41 of 199. And then Cable on the rare. Magneto on the previously on X-Men. And ooh, we're going to see an autograph. And man, I see the claws. It is Wolverine on the autograph. So that puts the autograph spot on the board with some Wolverine action. And the voice of and autographer is Cal Dodd. Very cool. And then Callisto on the refractor. Gene Doe on the greatest hits. And that is it for box number 1. Alright, box number 2. Can we get 2 numbered cards this round? We only saw the 1 Lasers, but I did like it. It was Gambit. Oh boy, we are going to start off with something fantastic here in box number 2. That is another Da-Na-Na-Na. So the Da-Na-Na-Na spot is on the board in the spot break. Very, very cool. And this is the upper left of the 9-card picture. And it is out of 25. 3 of 25. So there you go, Da-Na-Na-Na spot. You are on the board in a nice way. 3 of 25. And Professor Schools the Shi'ar on the greatest hits, followed by Storm on the rare. Sunspot on the previously on X-Men. And there's Beast on the refractor, followed by Leech also on the refractor. So very cool. We've seen 2 double refractor packs in this case already. Charles was wrong on the greatest hits. Yeah, that is a cool one, man. Yeah, 1 in 9,000 on the wave refractor. Yeah, that is what we love to see. And we do have another one for the laser spot. And it is the Executioner on the lasers. And for Executioner, he is 8 of 199. Followed by Rogue on the refractor. His name was Gambit. Remember it on the greatest hits. Cyclops on the previously on X-Men. Followed by Jean Grey on the Uncanny. Beast on the Remember It. Jubilee on the previously on, and then Cable on the Uncanny. And there's Jean Grey again, this time on the Remember It. Scary Enough for You, Bub on the greatest hits. Followed by Sunspot on the rare. Bastion on the previously on X-Men. And that is going to do it for box number 2. Mr. Sinister on the rare. There's Nightcrawler on the previously on X-Men. Ooh, very cool. We're going to get an orange Uncanny. And that is Cable on the orange Uncanny. And for Cable, he is 13 of 25 on the orange Uncanny. Followed by Adversary on the base refractor. Jubilation Celebration on the greatest hits. So first 2 boxes have come out swinging in this case. And we do have an X-Fractor coming up. And that is Storm on the Remember It X-Fractor. And for Storm, she is 27 of 97. Followed by Aurora on the base refractor. A Birthday to Remember on the greatest hits. And ooh, I think we have another X-Fractor. We sure do, and that is Matt Murdock, the Daredevil on the X-Fractor. And for Daredevil, he is 80 of 97 on the X-Fractor. Followed by Jean Grey on the previously on X-Men. And then Magneto on the Uncanny. Wolverine on the Remember It. Forge on the previously on X-Men. Followed by Cyclops on the Uncanny. Magneto on the Remember It. To Me, My X-Men on the greatest hits. Followed by Gambit on the rare. And last pack here of box number 3. Gambit on the previously on X-Men. All right, box 4. What goodies do you have for us? You Don't Screw with the Summers on the greatest hits. Followed by Bastion Nimrod on the rare. Rogue on the previously on X-Men. Ooh, we got another X-Fractor, and this one is a greatest hits X-Fractor of Gene Doe. 15 of 97 on the Gene Doe greatest hits X-Fractor. And then Peter Parker on the base refractor. A Genosian Welcome on the greatest hits. Executioner on the previously on X-Men, followed by Professor X on the Uncanny. And there's Rogue on the Remember It. Farewell Mon Ami on the greatest hits, and then Rogue on the rare. Beast on the previously on X-Men. Ooh, we're going to have an Uncanny Lasers. And that is Jean Grey on the Uncanny Lasers. So very cool. We did see this same card in our character break just a little bit ago. And for Jean, she is 63 of 199. Followed by Master Mold on the refractor. Magnetic Makeover on the greatest hits. Morph on the previously on X-Men, followed by Gambit on the Uncanny. And final pack here of box number 4. Gambit on the Remember It. All right, box number 5. What do you got? You don't screw with the Summers on the greatest hits. And then our numbered action is previously on X-Men Forge. And for Forge, he is 171 of 199 on the lasers. And then Jean Grey on the rare. Rogue on the previously on X-Men. And there's Strong Guy on the refractor. A Genosian Welcome on the greatest hits. Ooh, we do have a Sentinel scan coming up. So Sunder on the refractor. And very cool, the Sentinel scan is Gambit. So putting the Sentinel scan spot on the board with a little Remy LeBeau action. Magnetic Makeover on the greatest hits. Morph on the previously on X-Men, followed by Gambit on the Uncanny. And there's Gambit again on the Remember It. Executioner on the previously on X-Men, followed by Professor X on the Uncanny. And another one for the laser spot. It is Val Cooper. And for Val, she is 5 of 199. And then Rogue on the Remember It. Farewell Mon Ami on the greatest hits. And then Cyclops on the rare. And last pack here of box number 5. Beast on the previously on X-Men. Rogue and Captain America at odds on the greatest hits. And then Wolverine on the rare. Magneto on the previously on X-Men. And there's Blob on the refractor. Ooh, and we do have another one for the lasers. This time it is North Star. And for North Star, he is 172 of 199 on the lasers. Followed by Gene Doe on the greatest hits. Ooh, and we got another Sentinel scan coming up. So Erikai on the refractor. And our Sentinel scan is going to be Emma Frost. A Sinister Strike on the greatest hits. There's Wolverine on the previously on X-Men and the Uncanny. Ooh, we do have another X-Fractor coming up. And this one is Princess Neramani on the X-Fractor. And for Neramani, she is 19 of 97. And then Jubilee on the Remember It. Professor X on the previously on X-Men. Followed by Rogue on the Uncanny. Sentinels on the Remember It. Meeting of the Minds on the greatest hits. And then Professor X on the rare. Cable on the previously on X-Men. And that brings us to box number 7. Alright, number 7. Can we get low? The lasers are cool, but we want to see a lower numbered parallel. We've seen some lasers and some X-Fractors. Come on, we want to see orange, gold, or even lower if the boxes can deliver. Storm Rides the Lightning on the greatest hits. Followed by Nightcrawler on the rare. Mr. Sinister on the previously on X-Men. Ooh, we got another one for the autograph spot. And this time it is Bishop. So the autograph spot has struck with Bishop. And for Bishop, the voice of and autographer is Isaac Robinson Smith. So there you go, autograph spot. Saw some Wolverine earlier and now some Bishop. Dark Star on the refractor. Explosive Teamwork on the greatest hits. And there's Val Cooper on the refractor. Nine Reasons Why on the greatest hits. And then behind that is going to be a numbered greatest hits. His name was Gambit. Remember It on the lasers. 73 of 199 on the greatest hits lasers. Goblin Queen on the previously on X-Men. Followed by Beast on the Uncanny. Storm on the Remember It. Storm on the previously on X-Men, as well as the Uncanny. And there's Cyclops on the Remember It. Ooh, very cool. We're going to see a gold Uncanny now. And that is Storm on the gold Uncanny. And for Storm, she is 6 of 50 on the gold. Followed by You Survived on the Greatest Hits. And then Apocalypse on the rare. Mojo on the previously on X-Men. And that is going to do it for box number 7. That brings us to the final box here of our spot break. Come on, final box. What goodies do you have for us? We want to see one more just awesome short print type card. Ooh, the boxes, sometimes they listen. We're going to start with a gold Sentinel scan. So Jean Grey on the refractor. And our gold Sentinel scan is going to be Leech. So the Sentinel scan strikes again, this time with numbered action. And for Leech, he is 45 of 50 on the gold Sentinel scan. Nine Reasons Why on the Greatest Hits. Goblin Queen on the previously on X-Men, followed by Beast on the Uncanny. And there's the Sentinels on the Remember It. Storm Rides the Lightning on the Greatest Hits, followed by Rogue on the rare. Mr. Sinister on the previously on X-Men. Ooh, we got another X-Fractor. And this time it is Master Mold on the X-Fractor. And for Master Mold, 35 of 97. Followed by Manta on the refractor. Explosive Teamwork on the Greatest Hits. There's Storm on the previously on X-Men, as well as the Uncanny. And Cyclops on the Remember It. You Survived on the Greatest Hits. And behind that, we're going to have a gold Greatest Hits. And this one is a Genosian Welcome. And for a Genosian Welcome, 12 of 50 on the gold Greatest Hits. And then we have Magneto on the rare. And that brings us to our final pack. Mojo on the previously on X-Men. Thank you, sir. And let's start with our autographs. And we were able to find 2 autos in this case. First up, we have Bishop. And then Wolverine. So very cool for the auto spot. Find some Wolverine action. And then we did find, we got as low as Orange. Orange Uncanny for Cable. Next up, we'll go over our gold hits. We found gold for Greatest Hits, a Genosian Welcome. And then Uncanny of Storm on the gold. Next up, our X-Fractor hits. We found Master Mold. Princess Normani. Jean Doe on the Greatest Hits. Daredevil. And then Storm on the Remember It. And our laser hits, we found Greatest Hits. His name was Gambit. Remember It. Val Cooper. Forge on the previously on X-Men. Jean Grey on the Uncanny. Executioner. North Star. And then Gambit. And we did find 3 Sentinel scans this round. First up, we have Leech on the gold Sentinel scan to 50. And our base Sentinel scans, we found Emma Frost and Gambit. And then very cool, we were able to find a Da-Na-Na-Na Wave to 25. And that is very cool. We have not found this one before. That is going to be the top left corner of the 9-card picture that they create. So you see Jean Grey right there, and then the shoulder of Magneto. So very cool for the Da-Na-Na-Na spot to find a wave to 25. And that is going to do it for this one. Thanks again, everybody, for joining us. And we do have one more Marvel break today. That will be 92 Platinum, which is a very fun set. They have these parallels called lenticulars. So if some of you have not seen that set before, whether you're in the break or not, come and hang out and see some cool cards get ripped. And that break will start in about 17 minutes. 4:45 Pacific Coast time and 7:45 East Coast time. So come back in about 17 minutes for 92 Platinum. All right, thanks everybody, and we will see y'all next time. Bye.